G'day guys, welcome back to True Eagle. Today I want to do a little video reacting to our new First Nations jumper that we're going to be donning in rounds 10 and 11, I believe, against Melbourne and then the Adelaide Crows. We always wear Indigenous jumpers at least 2 games a year, sometimes a little bit more. And the jumper's been revealed, which we'll go through. I'm sure you've all seen it, but I thought we'd go through it together. And I gotta say, this is my favorite, I reckon. It's looking absolutely darty. As part of this video as well, I thought I'd be a cute idea to rank all the Indigenous jumpers based on my opinion. I did a video, I think back in the off season, ranking every West Coast jumper. I didn't include Indigenous jumpers. I feel like they're their own category of ranking them compared to each other. I think that made a little bit more sense because they are special jumpers. They're not necessarily, home and away jumpers. I thought comparing them doesn't make sense. We've only had like 6 or 7, but at the end of this video, we'll go through that. But let's first of all go through what you can see here. You can see TK and Ryan wearing it. It absolutely pops. It's probably the most vibrant of the Eagles jumpers we've had. And I just love the way the yellow and the blue, like they really do pop more so than any other jumper that we've had. Eagles today unveiled a new Guernsey that will be worn during Sir Doug Nicholls round matches against Melbourne and then Adelaide. Yep, like I said, it was designed by Loretta Egan, who is Ernie Dingo's niece. And this has also been a design influenced by Chris Lewis. As you can see there, I think that's all of the Indigenous players on our list. Livingston, Ryan, Jones, TK, Brockman, and Tyrell Dewar. The Eagles will also identify as a different name for these rounds. We've seen other clubs do it. I think Fremantle do it. I know the Demons go as Nam. So it'll be Nam versus the Walitij Marawa. I'm so sorry for the pronunciation, but it translates to Eagles of the West in Noongar language. So this is a pretty cool breakdown. You can find this on the Eagles side. It shows you like the different aspects of the design and explains what they are. So you've got Liam Ryan here looking beautiful. Not recommending rugs at the moment. That's so funny. So as you can see here, you got a wedge-tailed eagle and the silhouette of WA underneath it, which is nice. I like that. And you've also got some Eagles footprints here, which I like. That represents our players leaving their mark wherever they play. I like the touch of the 4 stars, symbolizing our 4 premierships. I don't know. It's just a nice little aspect to the jumper I quite like. It's got circles here that represent rival clubs, which is interesting. I'm not really sure I understand that one. It's weird to represent other clubs on your jumper, but so be it. And here you've got a little symbolization of the circle showing the football club, and then the U's around it, the U shape, signify everyone involved with the club. So overall, I just think that pops hard. It goes really nicely, and I do like the blue shorts with it as well. So we play Melbourne at home, so you imagine we're wearing blue shorts in that particular game. Be interesting to see if we wear it against Adelaide, because that'll be an away game. I'm sure it'll still look fine with white shorts, but I just think the blue makes the contrast really nice with this jumper. And it also makes sense we'd wear yellow because, with our Indigenous jumpers, whether they're blue, white, or yellow has depended in the past on who we're playing that week. With the Crows, they always tend to go navy with their Indigenous jumpers, which makes sense for us to go with a yellow jumper to contrast that. And overall, I think the design looks unreal. So I thought I'd do a quick ranking of all the Indigenous jumpers in my personal opinion, which isn't worth much, but I thought we'd have a crack and see where this one ranks. So I feel harsh ranking any of them, bottom tier because, people have put their hard work into designing these jumpers. So it's not really a true reflection of that. If I had to, be harsh on one of them, I'd probably just put the white one down there. And that's not really a reflection of the design. It's just, I just don't like our white clash jumper. So that probably goes bottom. And then you probably put the yellow ones, that yellow one and then the blue one above. And that's really just ranking it on the colors, to be honest. But I feel like the wedge-tailed eagle, like not hating on the design at all, but I just think there are other cooler ones there. And to contrast the yellow, I know I've probably been a little bit anti-yellow jumper, in the past, but there's something about this particular yellow that's nicer. It was the same as well when we wore, navy against Sydney, that retro jumper. I think it really looked nice. And if I had to put it down to one thing, I think it was like little bits like the logo having a white sort of outline around it. It just made the jumper pop a little bit better. And similarly to this one, I think the yellow is just a nicer yellow than the one we wore in 2015 against Geelong. I probably like these there as well. Those two there. Why? Probably just because it's a little bit more reminiscent of the jumper that we have. I probably just prefer it to that wedge-tailed eagle design. And it's also that one in particular, the one that has the logo and the yellow wings. I do kind of like that it's still in line with our actual jumper, which I'm not saying is a necessary thing. I'm just saying it subjectively looking at it. I think it looks nice. Now there's one with a snake in it as well. I'll probably put that in this tier again. Not because I don't like it, but I don't know why there's a snake on it. I'm sure that there is a reason for it, and forgive my ignorance on that one. I'm just purely ranking it on the way it looks. And is that not the one that Ernie Dingo said that might have cursed us? I'm not too sure. And then I'll put this one up in A tier as well. I do kind of like the wings of the wedge-tailed eagle there, kind of being reminiscent of the actual jumper. But then to contradict all of that, the thing that has the least correlation to our actual jumper is my favorite one, and that's this one here. I just think it pops so nicely as we get it back up here. I don't know, there's a nice vibrance to it. I like the eagle head there. It pops hard. There's almost like a little bit of ochre in there as well, which, you know, was part of our jumper and design for a long time. And I just think this jumper goes hard. So congrats to Loretta Egan. I think you've done a great job. I'm looking forward to seeing the boys run out in this. I think they're just going to look absolutely vibrant. I've used the word vibrant so many times, but that's the word to describe it. I think this goes hard, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the jumpers. And maybe on True Footy sometime I will rank all the First Nations jumpers of every club as soon as they're all out. I'm not sure if they all are, but let me know in the comments what you guys thought. I'm looking forward to seeing us run out in this. And for now, I'll say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.